Hello everyone and welcome to this video. So today we're testing FSD beta version 9.1. That's the latest version of the FSD beta that was sent to the FSD beta tester. It's a .1 version, so it has small improvement from version 9. As you guys know, version 9 has a lot of improvements in terms of visualization mainly. And it's better with turns as well overall in general. So we got this new version, and I wanted to see what kind of improvements we have. So I'm taking you along with this journey. I have a couple of destinations that are set up in the GPS. Those are standard destination that I have in the past, so that gives us an idea of how the car is behaving. We're early in the morning on Saturday around Chicago, outside of Chicago. So traffic should be low. We'll see. We can test it in more dense traffic later on, maybe around downtown when it's more challenging for FSD. Let's see. I think we can go. I have the first destination on, and let's see if it will allow me to turn it on from here. Yep, it does. As we're starting this test, I want to remind everyone that FSD doesn't make the car fully autonomous. It is a driving assistance feature, so I'm in control of the system, and I can take over whenever it's doing something that it shouldn't be doing. All right, so we're coming up to this first stop. So on the left hand side we don't have visibility. It's clear on the right hand side, so we need to creep forward a little bit, and it's going for it. There's no cars. It's hard to judge. Let's see if I have my mileage on. Yeah, we do. So it's hard to judge if the car was able to see and was confident to go, or if it was, decided on the spot basically. But I didn't have to intervene at all, so that's good. There's no cars on the left, and we should be able to go. It's going slowly. Very nice. That's very good. It's gonna move over one lane. Very good. Okay, let's take a look at those stops. So in my previous videos, we tested a few of those stops. It was doing, overall, I want to say it was doing a good job, but it was only like a 10-minute drive. So we'll see with this test how it's handling. Okay, so it was making a left turn. I'm gonna report this. It was making a left turn, but then it saw the car coming, and it really overcompensated in trying to correct itself. So I let it do its thing because we had plenty of room to do that, but it's a bit too much. It's a bit, you don't have to compensate so much. But look, it's an evasive maneuver. I think that it was not required basically. If it was aiming for the right lane in the first place, then we would need to do that. Okay, so this infamous road closed sign on the right hand side, let's see if it's handling it. It's going slowly. Does it see it? Okay, they moved the road sign. It is no, it's not good. It's not good. Okay, gonna take over here. That would be one intervention. It tried again. It tried to correct itself. It went left right, and then eventually ended up right in front of the sign. It is a bit confusing. So here, the reason why it's that they didn't put the sign where the road is. They literally just put it in the next to the grass. So this is how it should look on the right hand side. So maybe the car was trying to get into that gap. I'm not sure. And to be quite fair, I wasn't looking at the visualization. I try not to look too much, just because I'm focusing, especially here. I knew that at some point I would have to take over. Oh wow, the car did very well here. It slowed down. It was going to go for it, and then it saw the other car moving, and then it slowed down. So that wasn't bad. For people who are familiar with the channel, we have a better setup for the screen camera down below. It's gonna come back in the channel. We're just doing some improvements and adjustments to it. All right, so we have some pedestrians. Is it gonna stop? This is really good. This is much better. Okay, so I actually sent that feedback to Tesla separately with an email, where in version 9, when we had people crossing in front of a stop sign or a traffic light, it would stop like literally way before. Like it would not mark that stop or that traffic light. It would just like be, hey, there's a human, I'm gonna stop. Which is great, it's safe, but it would make it very awkward because you're now like very far off from that stop line. It looks like on this example at least, it has improved. And as you saw, we were like cruising very slowly, but we're getting to that stop sign, and then, you know, pedestrian can keep walking. So very nice. So far, that's pretty good, except the road sign. So that's one intervention. I saw some of your comments. Sometimes people ask me, why do you have so many small, short destinations, your favorites? The problem is, and I tried a lot this, if I put like a longer, that stop sign on the left. Okay, I shouldn't have intervened here. It would have gone. I'm not gonna count it as an intervention. I'm gonna report it. If I put a destination that is far off, well, it's gonna try and take me either to the highway, or it's gonna, you know, take me to one road and it's gonna go straight. Like in the US, that's how the streets are made. Like it's like it's like a grid. So I don't think it's very interesting. So that's why I have so many different waypoints or favorites, where I just make those changes on the fly, and that forces us to make some turns and go through some of those edge cases. Okay, so it's a little bit too much on the right. It's correcting itself. Very nice. It's also struggling to find exactly where are the limits of that street, which makes sense because there's no curb or anything. Okay, the cars might be helpful here. Yep, it is drawing some red lines. All right, so that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad at all. So let's go to 4. So someone told me, why do you disengage before changing the route? I've talked with, yeah, this stop wasn't perfect. It wasn't too bad, but it wasn't perfect. We didn't stop completely. The car struggles when you change the destination on the fly. You know, that's a habit that we have. All the FSD beta testers on the group, we talked about it, and we just, you know, we disengage, we put another destination, and then we proceed. As FSD improves, maybe that will be something that we're going to start putting back. Where are you going? Okay, there's nobody on the left, nobody on the right. Taking a look, there's no one. Okay, it eventually proceeded, but this is not good. I'm gonna report that. We shouldn't be doing that at all. Okay, it's still hugging the left side here. We've tested this recently with FSD beta 9, and it was hugging left. It's not uncomfortable to the point where I'm taking over, but it doesn't have to be. Okay, there's a speed bump here. I might be taking over just because it might not see it yet. It's not gonna see it. We were at 25. I've always struggled with this speed bump. So always. I don't know if it's not mapped or if it's the marking that is not good or anything, but I've always been very careful. So we'll count it as an intervention. That will be 2. Okay, it's making a left turn here. There's a jogger. Oh wow, motivated, 7:30, and they're running. Good for them. Okay, moving over here. That's good. So the blinker, I wouldn't have put the blinker on now. I would have waited until we crossed through the traffic light to put it on. I'm gonna report that. I know I'm reporting a lot this morning. Very nice, making a left turn here. Are we gonna see the dog? No, we didn't see the dog. It was like a motorcycle for like a split second. All right, left it is. Yeah, same thing. So very nice. This new way of stopping, I wouldn't say 100% of the time, because the previous one wasn't so good. Well, it wasn't that so good, but it wasn't perfect. This one was perfect though. Like, you can feel that the car you know, stopped completely before it started again, and it was doing it very quickly and very naturally, so that was really good. Okay, the next one will be right. So we have those in the destination just to see how it's doing. Previous versions of FSD was a nightmare. It was really close to the curb, but really since, I want to say, version 8.1 or maybe 8.2, it got really better with curbs. Here it is, and that was a good right turn, by the way. I was taking a look and there's no traffic, so I went through. Very nice. The next right turn is a bit of a harder one, just because I think there's a deep in the road, so it's like going down and then up a little bit, as you can see. But it's pretty good at it. Yeah, here you go. It corrected itself just a little bit on the steering wheel. Okay, so that's not bad at all. Oh, butthole. Okay, so where were we? Number 6. Really, so far, I mean, it's good. The next section is gonna be mainly speed bumps. That's my big complaint from version 9. Speed bumps used to be, before version 9, used to be at 15 or 16 miles per hour, and now they've made some changes and it's 19 or 20. And I have, like, this section of the route, you'll see, has enough speed bumps to actually know what speed they've configured it to be. 19 to 20 is maybe fine for 80% of the speed bumps in Chicago, but I can guarantee you that the 20% are gonna hurt at 19 or 20, whereas at 15 and 16 I never had any problem. And that is when the speed bump is mapped or recognized. Like the one earlier today in the video, it wasn't even, like, it wasn't seen, like it would just go at 30 miles per hour. So that's another problem that Tesla will have to eventually fix. Oh, is it changing the routes? That's not, no, we're not gonna do that. I'm not sure. Oh, it's the first time that it does this. It's changing the route that I have set up usually. So I'm taking over. This is not a disengagement. It's just that I would like to force the system. It keeps making me right here. All right, let's go, guys. There's a speed bump here. I don't think we're gonna be able to test it. We hit 18 when we were on the speed bump, so 18 is already, it's not the 15 and 16 that we used to have. Okay, so yeah, like I said, usually we go straight and that's where all the speed bumps are. So, but let's see, here we go. Here's an edge case. So we have a parked truck here. Very nice, very good. It wants to make a left turn here. Not sure why though. I mean, there's literally no traffic. I'm gonna throw an idea. Maybe it doesn't want to go through speed bumps, or it knows that that route has some speed bumps. And oh, and the other thing is, want to say, did we get an update on maps? I'm gonna wait until we pull over and we're gonna take a look at the maps to see if they you know, it shows any updates. Yeah, I don't know, maybe it's a crazy idea. Let me know down in the comments if you think Tesla would have rerouted us because of those speed bumps. But like I said, there's literally not a lot of traffic. The other weird thing here is that now we have a stop, whereas in the original route we would have a traffic light. So this is a harder situation for FSD because we have a clear view on the left, clear view on the right. There's nobody. You can go. Okay, that was good. Like I said, there was no cars, so it's moving over. Very nice. Okay, I'm gonna take over here. I'm gonna take over and let's take a look real quick at the maps. 2020.48 12.628. I don't think that's a new version. I think that's the older version. But okay, so I can't remember where we were. 6. We did 6. Let's go to 7. And I'm gonna engage. Okay, so this section is really navigation issue or GPS, I don't know. But what happens is we're supposed to take like a small side straight here right after this car. Now, yeah, we missed it. So it moves over to the left. This is a very, like, this is old behavior. Like, this is FSD 8.2 type of behavior. So it's moving over to the left, and then it's gonna cross through the traffic light, and then it's gonna realize it's making a mistake, and then it's gonna go all the way to the right. I'm not gonna let to do that. It's not going. Okay, keep going straight. And now it's trying to, here we go, and it's gonna miss it. So I'm gonna take over here. This is how do I say? Like, this is what we've seen in previous version. Like, I don't see any improvement on this part of the route. Even the previous version, so version 9, not 9.1, it struggled a lot with this and eventually made a turn at the traffic light and then rerouted. So it wasn't ideal for sure. Okay, so here we have two options. The car can either go straight or going through this tiny alley, and okay, I'm letting it do its thing. It's driving a little bit too fast for my taste, but it did amazing. It did really well, guys. Like, that's surprising. It did it in the past once. Oh, but I was very careful, so I was very slow. I took over here because I think what happened is that it got confused and it wanted to go in the parking lot on the right hand side. So that's exactly why you have to be attentive at all times. So I'm taking over. We gotta re-engage here because I like this right turn. So can't remember how many intervention we have. Probably 3 or 4. We'll have to do the counts. I think 4. Okay, so we have a blind turn round. Like, on the left hand side, there's literally a wall, so it needs to creep forward a little bit. There's no cars. It was a little bit too fast for me, so I'm gonna report that. It was a little bit too fast for me. I wish it was creeping a little bit more or turning so I can see from the repeater, but it completed it well. So, oh, why are we slowing down? Unable to proceed. Oh, the navigation is getting confused. Yeah, navigation is, yeah, okay, we can ignore that. The navigation was really confused. I think it was at some point trying to make another U-turn, but the route is straight. Like, it needs to go straight. All right, so we have, well, is it a straight line for a little bit, and the idea here is to test to see how the car is handling parked cars and where it's positioning itself in the lane. So in this case, like, it doesn't really need to move over to use all the width of the lane. In previous version, it's doing quite well. I wish it could anticipate a little bit more. Look at the person running for that bus. Good. FSD slowed down. Is it gonna move over? Yes. Perfect. That was perfect. That was exactly what you wanted. You wanted it to slow down for the person crossing and, sorry, move over for the bus. So that was good. Okay, so it moved over a little bit on the right hand side. I think because of the crack in the road. It's I don't know. I'm not looking at the visualization that much, but I would assume that that's what made it move over a little bit. Maybe not. I don't know. But it's very gentle. It's very smooth. It's very gentle. It's not, you know, not that bad. Okay, so right turn here. Yeah, perfect. All right. That's good. Let's go to number 8. Next section here is a tricky one for FSD, and it is actually basically a 3-point turn or U-turn. at the end of this road is going to be a dead end, and the car is supposedly like going reverse and forward, etc. So I don't think they've implemented that. Usually it just stops and tells you that it can't complete the maneuver and asks you to take over. Unable to complete maneuver, please assist. We can try and force it, but let's try that. What happens is it's just go straight. Yeah, it's going straight. It's not even sure about, interesting, so it's not even sure about the layout of the road. As you can see, it's not marking, now it's marking it as red. Okay, maybe it was maybe it's the sun. It's literally right in front of our face. Okay, so maybe in future versions, guys. I've been thinking about this test. I think what happened here is that FSD might not be programmed to do reverse. There might not be any code associated with, you know, changing gears and going in reverse and doing some maneuvers, etc. So I'm thinking once we have that auto shifter that we saw in the plaid model and the long range Model S, maybe that's where they're going to start including that piece of code into FSD, City Street, and then allowing us to perform some of those maneuvers. So okay, it's clear on the left, we can go. Very nice. And right here, very nice as well. Good. Couple of speed bumps, so let's test this. No, it's going at 24. I'm taking over. Let's see, there's a couple of more speed bumps. I think there's one more here. No, it's not seeing it. We were at 27. I'm pretty sure these are mapped. So because we have a sun in front of us, with that, yeah, again, we're at 20 and I don't think we're slowing down. Okay, so maybe the switch, or maybe the speed bumps were always on vision. I don't know. Probably, because I don't think radar would have seen them. Maybe, I don't know. But in any case, these used to be fine. I'm taking a look on the left hand side. There's nobody. Okay, we're good. They used to be fine, meaning the car would slow down. Maybe it's because we had the sun right in our face. I don't know. Or right in front of the camera. Okay, so we're gonna get onto the highway. The proper way, the correct way to get into the highway is to move to the right lane. So we shouldn't stay in our lane right now. We should move over to one lane after the traffic light. From there, we continue straight into the intersection and then make a right turn. You'll see a sign on the right hand side as we approach that intersection that says, you know, explains that the right lane, you know, it's either to make a right turn at the traffic light or to go onto the highway. Usually what happened, FSD would just go straight and then realize last minute that it needs to make a right turn. So we'll see what it's going to handle it. Yeah, it's not doing it. It should be moving over now. Like, it should be going on the right hand side now. So I'm going to report that. Gonna report that, and I'm gonna be careful here because it's gonna try and make a right turn. So it's putting a blinker on, and yeah, here's a car. So I'm taking over here. This car was going fast, and it was trying to same thing, get into the highway. So all right, so re-engaging here. Let's see if it's traffic is light, like I said, so we have a nice gap now. Very good. Getting into it. Perfect. All right, guys, so we're actually gonna stop the video here. The roof camera is gonna die in a second, so we don't have the footage for the rest of the test. But yeah, overall the impression is that FSD V9.1 is an improvement to V9. It's not one of those big improvements, but overall it's pretty good. So we'll do more testing. The other thing I want to do is somewhere where there's more traffic, so we can put FSD 9.1 to the challenge. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. I wish you all a great day, and make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. We'll have more videos and tests coming up. Thanks.